Weirdos, boils and ghouls, how are we all doing? Different type of video for you today, yeah. So we're using the 4K camera, we're using a green screen, using the lapel mics, mostly because I need to test if they work before I take them out in investigations. This video, toxicity in the community. Now, the end of 2023 seemed to go a different way. There were channels reaching out to me that people assumed didn't like me, and I assumed they didn't like me. There were channels that I knew for a fact hated my guts, reaching out to me, being decent to me, being respectful to me, and that was a good thing. And then channels that I thought were really toxic were commenting on other channels, being really cool, really nice, and I'm like, I think we've all learned something here. And a very recent video has proved that. You know, people that were waiting for an explosion, waiting for this toxic drama to unfold again, and it never happened. Why didn't it happen? I'm a less toxic debunker than I once was. They're a less toxic channel than they once were. Whether it's real or fake and all the rest of it, that's up to you. But we get the content creators behaving, but then the audiences, they kind of take all of that away from us and behave like children at times. Very toxic. And the biggest problem here is when people spread false information. So I'm going to read a comment out that is basically spreading false information. And no matter what you think of whatever channel, if you're going to slate somebody, at least get the facts right before you slate them. This isn't a, are they real, are they fake, and all of that crap. This is a, if you're going to say that you don't believe in a channel because of somebody they've worked with or something they've done, get the person that they've worked with or something that they've done right. Okay, so this comment came from somebody within my community, and unfortunately they've got something very wrong, and then when they're called out on it, instead of admitting they're wrong, they just delete the comment after firing something to try and get me invested in an argument. And the comment is, oh, you put up the house in the middle review on Purple. I found that video while I was debunking Gonzalez when he was at my haunted hotel. He didn't know it, but he was taken to my haunted hotel to appear in the YouTube video before his appearance at Paranormal Con. I've watched all of my haunted hotel stuff, and Steve Gonzalez has never appeared there. Bit odd, I thought. And then not long after, my haunted hotel respond with, Gonzalez has never been to the hotel, what on earth are you talking about? And I reply with, you can't just post these things as facts. Gonzalez has never been to the hotel, there's no mention of him there from them, and no mention of him there from him. Maybe you have the buildings or the people mixed up, but to the best of my knowledge, he's never been there. And then he responded with, check out season 3, episode 16, there he is. I looked at season 3, episode 16, and while there is an American from a paranormal show in the States featured, it's not Steve Gonzalez. This guy had a big beard. I was a big fan of it. This guy bears no resemblance at all to Steve Gonzalez. I've never really heard of him, so I don't think he's ever been involved with taps or anything like that. And then I fire back with, that's not Steve Gonzalez. There is a huge difference, and then as I'm commenting, the whole thread disappears. No apology to the hotel, no apology to me, because you basically posted false information. Now, if people believe the hotel, disbelieve the hotel, that's not what this is about. This is about the false information within a comment that could spark people off. That could spark another argument and more drama between debunkers and investigators, whichever side of the field you're on. If you're going to kick something off, at least make sure it's factual, something that I can latch on to or other channels can latch on to. Because some people may not have done the research and gone, ooh, I can bring a video out on that. And while that is on them, it's still come from an untrue fact. And that then becomes your false narrative that caused drama. And that's just one of those types of things, and I want to get that out there. So let's get into some of the more toxic stuff, the fun stuff. Now, I stopped making response videos to toxic comments a while ago because toxicity breeds toxicity, as in you're a dick, I'm a dick, everyone's a dick. I stopped doing them because I found that when I concentrated on the negative, more people became negative just for me to read out the comment and just for me to shout to them. It's a bit ridiculous, but there's been some bangers lately, and I really want to respond like this in person. And some of these people have been banned from the channel because they are disgusting. Our first comment, this is on a Sam and Colby video. So everyone believes this boring old man. No, not everyone does. And show some respect to your elders. I'll smack you with my hammer. It's a plastic hammer. It's not a real threat. Grow up. Now, obviously, the recent ghost theory video, it didn't attract anywhere near the amount of drama that everyone thought it would from ghost theory or myself or most And I say most of the fan bases. But listen to this, and I'm going to have to not say some words because YouTube don't like it, kids watch my show, and you know, I draw the line at F-bombs and I try to count them and keep them to a minimum. Not as fake as you little fuck. There are limits. Look at your thumbnail, you hard bastard. I'm just stood there doing this, and then there's a translucent image either side of me screaming, which was a take on a ghost theory video thumbnail that they did a while ago, that I incorporated into my original video firing back at them. And I'm pretty sure that the way ghost theory behaved lately, they looked at it and went, ha, I see what you've done there. Naughty, naughty. Okay, you have your evidence. Freedom of speech, double E, allows them to do what they do, and you at some extent. Absolutely not. There is the exact same levels of freedom of speech for them, for me, and for everyone else. And freedom of speech allows me to call people out for what I think is going on, whether I can prove it or it's my opinion. And as long as I state clearly my opinion, you can shut the fuck up. You are a very low vibrational. Without these to abuse, you have nothing. I haven't made a video on ghost theory for a year. I haven't made one. I haven't really mentioned them. And when they get brought up in live streams and in comments, I bat it away with the pre-scripted, they don't like me, I don't like them, it's not fair to make a video comment. But they've grown, I've grown, we've been very grown up about it, unlike you. But we'll continue. And the reason I'm reading this so weirdly is because I don't speak whatever language this is written in. I need a translator, like a universal translator, because this doesn't come from planet Earth. You boast about your communities, because it's a very kind community. You boast about having your heroes slag off phone you. What? What? I mean, my heroes don't slag me off. My heroes I work with, or I just say they're really cool channels and they don't know who the hell I am. What? You boast and you boast. Let people decide. You are a vile C-word. I would love to get in the ring with you. Without people to abuse, you have nothing aminging. The fakers out there get out their films, scout locations, and it's entertainment. I hope you're hit by a bus, you pussy. Freedom is double E again. Of speech does not accept abuse. This is in the ghost theory video, where I use no nicknames, no little jibes, no jokes, nothing. Matter of fact, this is my opinion. I question this because of XYZ. And this guy's gone off like this. Sue, I want to fight you. Sue, I don't know who you are. Ignore him. I don't know why he wants to fight you, but I got your back. Let's do it on your channel, you prick. Without abusing people, you will have no views, will you? And you wank off over your views, as do the ghost hunters. Fuck you. Grammar police, fuck you. Predict text, you can blame. Yoda, I think you need a little time out. I think you need a little nap. I think you need to go and lay down, touch yourself inappropriately if you really need to, relieve some tension, have a nap, and then have a good think about everything you've just written right there. Because you're not making yourself look good, the channel you're defending look good, and you're making me look pretty cool. So have at it. You're an idiot. You're a complete moron. This does no one any good at all, and frankly, why would I fight you? And why do people want to fight me? Did I say anywhere in that video that I was a hard man? No. But people still want to fight me. And this is a direct threat. Direct threats mean that I can strike you first in self-defense. This is evidence. You can get done for it. Have a great time. I imagine you're already on tag anyway. For you outside of the UK, tag is a little ankle bracelet that means you can't leave the house after certain hours, because 9 times out of 10, you're a bit of a knob. Let me get comments like this, and this is on some ghost theory videos. Now, ghost theory haven't really mentioned debunkers in quite some time, and the debunkers haven't mentioned them, apart from a Side-Eye Guy video, which ghost theory were respectful of. So this is kind of pointless, but the debunkers are trying to piss you two off. The problem with debunkers on YouTube is they really have nothing to share with the public. No talent, no comedy, no investigative skills, except that most of the debunkers go out and investigate. Most of us edit our own videos, record our own videos, do some special effects. We have more talent than your well-written comment, because it is well-written, I'll give you that. But, you know, stop stirring the pot. But we continue. They probably couldn't put together a dumpster diving show with enough content. I ain't going dumpster diving, I got a really weak stomach, and if I smell gone off food, I'm gonna yak all over the place. They want to be heard, bringing others down, clueless about what others are about. If they don't believe in the paranormal, then they should stay away from sharing their opinions about the topic. Mr. Grey is the only one that out and out says, I've never seen, I don't believe, but I would be happy to. The rest of us, all of the debunkers, all say, we kind of believe, we just don't believe in shit videos. So there's my adult response. Just people lacking in skills and unable to create legit content. Ghost Theory is outstanding, and by the looks of it, you two aren't lacking in followers or viewers. Neither am I. Nearly 25,000 subscribers. What have you done with your time on YouTube other than leave ridiculous shit-stirring comments? Okay, next comment. Wait, you're in a purple room insulting other people's appearances when you've got a lopsided haircut that makes you look like it's sliding off your head. I kind of like that. I cut my own hair in COVID and yeah, it got a bit wonky. And now I've got this mess. I can't wait for you to comment on this. I know, it looks like a palm tree. It looks like a spider sitting on your head. I don't give a fuck. Do you think if I cared, I would walk around with hair like this? By the way, the room isn't purple. The room is slate grey. I have a purple light behind me to accentuate the background and the foreground, and there's a white light in front of me. It adds a bit of depth, but you wouldn't understand any of that because the best thing you can contribute to content creation is shit comments like this. Mate, you're worse than them guys for corny. You're a fat wannabe tough guy sat in a purple room. It's not a purple room, it's grey. Trying to make it on YouTube during your midlife crisis. Threatening aggressive behaviour with your childish comments. The only thing you could take as mildly aggressive is, I threatened to wipe off their tattoos with a wet wipe. That's it. That is not a threat, that is comedy. And if that goes well above your head, then you don't even get childish comedy, because that's what it was. It was a sly little childish dig at them. Get a life. I might well be having a midlife crisis. I mean, look at this shit. You must have no mates and no family, because why haven't they stopped you embarrassing yourself? My mum has tried to stop me embarrassing myself for years with my music career, and now this. She's like, do you have to? Do you have to? And I don't care. Instead of critiquing others, ask yourself why you've got 22,000 and they have 800,000 subscribers. You're weak at best with most of what you say. I suggest you focus on you. Is this focused enough? They have 800k because they've been going for years. They have 800k because they fake everything that they do. And in with faking everything, it makes the program more excitable. And in with that, they convince idiots like you that their content is real, and then it ruins the paranormal for the teams that go out and actively try to paranormal investigate legitimately. Okay, so this next comment, I've got to answer this one because this guy has been in a lot of channels that I watch, and he takes shots at everyone. He doesn't like anything anyone does. I don't know which community he's came from that he's trying to defend, but could you stop it? Because you're making yourself look a bit silly. And he's commented on somebody else's video. Most, if not all of them, he's talking about debunkers here, are in it for the money and the handouts they get from people who subscribe to their channel. If I wanted to get rich quick on YouTube, I would fake paranormal content, because faking paranormal content gets you more views, more ad revenue, more subscribers, more donations, super chats, and all that shit. And I will be completely honest here, it is far easier for me to go out and fake a video than it is to keep pulling these videos apart. Because honestly, it's getting really tiresome watching the shit content that is put out there. Just so you know, I could count on one hand those of the debunking community who are genuinely involved in calling out the paranormal fakers. All of them. All of the debunkers genuinely call out. Some debunkers have lost heart in it because they're sick of the content that they're looking at. Some of them lost heart in it because of all the toxicity and they want to do something more positive, and there is nothing wrong with that. Some in the debunking community like to dabble in debunking and paranormal investigations like they're trying to have the cake and eat it. You moron. The fact that we've all gone out and investigated, The Shape has done it, I've done it, Parple has done it, Grey has done it, me, Parple and Grey have been out together, we've been out with the Ouija brothers, you know. That's not having our cake and eating it. That is learning. That is seeing how channels that we trust investigate. That is us attending haunted places, or potentially haunted places, and debunking for ourselves, hunting for ourselves, investigating for ourselves. So when people say stupid things like, you don't know because you never leave your armchair, we can say, I've been to 30 East Drive. This comment is stupid. This comment is ridiculous. And this comment is meant to cause a divide between different debunking communities, because you've been doing it everywhere and you've been in the real paranormal channels doing the same sort of stunt. We've seen comments like, The debunkers, some of them are doing gaming. That's not debunking. They shouldn't be doing that. What do you want us to do? Just sit around watching shit videos all day? If we want to add something to our community, something that they can enjoy, something light-hearted like gaming, like live streaming, what's the harm in that? If you don't like it, don't watch it. Just stick around for the debunking. You're not forced to watch anything. I questioned making a second channel. I asked my community, should I make a separate channel and keep the gaming separate? And everyone, for the most part, said, no, put it all here, we can choose what we watch. So can you. And people like you, I'd prefer it if you didn't watch at all, because for every one of you that leaves my channel, 100 decent people come in. Bye, have a beautiful time. Don't hate because you ain't. No, you're a great boy, you shit where you eat and you eat where you shit, little boy. I am a 6 foot, 17 3-stone man. Yep, I've lost a shitload of weight already. And if you've got some laxatives, please help, because since I've been on this diet, I am just not pooping as much as I used to. Maybe it's because I got less intake and my body's absorbing all the green stuff I'm eating. I think I might need a doctor. I am taking the piss because your comment, again, idiotic. Same guy, or girl. Oh, it says wife on the end of the name. Beardo, let me ask you why you shit where you eat at. I poop upstairs, I eat downstairs. Who are you to put down someone's content, Beardo? Are my community Beardos weirdos? See that? Yeah? Who are you for me to trust if they are faking? Guess what? That means you can fake it too. Ooh, we can trust you, right? You're the only person on YouTube that's not faking. You're 100% complete, positively legit, right? No, I've put out fake videos, but I'm honest about it. I'll label them as fake haunted content because it shows the fakers for what they're really doing. If you think I'm editing people's videos to make them look worse, go and watch their original videos and you won't see anything added. You'll see some enhancements to color so I can see better. You'll see some slow motion. And if you don't understand that, then I don't know, go and watch Scooby-Doo episodes. They're really good. So let me know that you aren't making money too. Are you the YouTube police? You pay everyone on here so we can trust that what you do in your videos. No way you can fake it like Mindseed and Omar. I've never claimed to police YouTube. I just react, debunk and promote videos that I like, dislike and think are full of shit. That's the be all and end all of it. You're getting this arsey that you've got to write these ridiculous comments calling me stupid for wasting... I really don't care if you trust me. I don't give a shit. I've never given a shit. You can take it or leave it. You can watch, you can don't watch. I don't care, because some people watch, some people don't. Some people love the content, some people don't. That's fine. I don't need you. This guy, I've seen his profile picture a number of times, but the name has changed, I'm pretty sure. People who want to spend their time creating negativity around others. Not one of the arguments you come up with provides any explanation. Jealous of everyone who is gigantically much bigger YouTubers. I mean, I'm fucking huge. Look at me. Arrgh. I'm never doing that again. I don't give a shit how big a channel are. I look at bigger channels because more people watch them and more people would like to know if they're real or fake or anything in between. And do you know what? Sometimes I enjoy idiots like you shouting at me in a nonsensical way. Thanks for feeding into the algorithm. It may seem that way. It is much easier to see the tile in another's eyes, but overlook the beam in one's own. What the fuck? What is better to be remembered for? Talking negatively about others or doing something positive? This video is at least one of the worst I've seen. Credibility is in the eyes, they say. Your eyes are constantly flickering, which is considered to be evidence of lying. Could be considered evidence of lying, but when you consider that when I'm in the studio, I have 3 cameras, 3 monitors, studio lighting, and now and again somebody will stick their head in through the door and go, "Do you want a drink?" And I'll go, what is better to be remembered for? Talking negatively about others or doing something positive? Do you know how many people I have helped? Do you know how many people email me thanking me for saving them money from subscribing and paying memberships to channels that are pulling the wool over their eyes? Do you know how many people have said, I nearly ended it all because I couldn't speak to my insert deceased dead relative here because of these fakers? Any idea? No, you don't, because you don't watch. And while you're talking about what is better to be remembered for, I've already forgotten your name as soon as I've dropped this phone down. So there it is, guys. It's a fun video, you know? If you're sat there feeling insulted that I've read out your stupid comment and fired back with a stupid comment, get outside, touch some grass, Go see a relative. Go and have a pint with a friend. Go and have an ice cream on the beach. Watch a sunset. Stand in the rain. Just do something, because you seem to live your lives vicariously through calling out negative people through being negative. It's moronic. It is sad. It is ridiculous. And if I'm completely honest, it's boring. I have other people that argue with me, but they argue with me constructively, and I'm not reading their comments out and being sarcastic. I'll say, fair enough, you have a point there. Ooh, I may need to look at that. So if you're going to be hateful to the debunking community, try and be a bit nicer about it. If you want to make a difference to the debunking community, if you want to be heard, maybe try being a little bit more constructive. Try being a little bit more nice. I like to respond to as many comments as I can. It's gotten to a point now where I physically can't do it. I got called out for this a couple of weeks ago, very politely, may I add, nothing sinister. And it was like, I try to get through as many as I can, however, I can't. I've got family stuff, I've got the recording, the editing, the gaming, the streaming, and everything else in my life. And sometimes I miss comments. I miss a lot of comments. I'm making more of an effort again to try and get through them, but sometimes I can only hit that heart. I can't respond. I really can't respond to everyone, or there would be no time to edit in a week. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, it's just how it is. I've had people question whether you have to be a member to get your comment read, responded to, or not the case. Check out one of the live streams. I have 300 people in my live streams quite regularly, and I try to read as many of those comments as I can. Sometimes I miss them and people go, me, you missed me. It's 300 people. Sometimes people get missed a few times. The moderators will point those people out to me. You don't have to be a member to be heard in the channel. You don't have to be rude to be heard in the channel. You don't have to be nice to be heard in the channel. I just can't get around everything anymore. I used to respond to everyone. Yeah, I did. You know, between 0 and 5,000 subscribers, it was quite easily manageable. When I got to 10k, it started to get a bit more difficult. Nearly at 25k, it is borderline impossible for me, and I can only apologise for that. But what I will say is, I haven't given anyone else my login details. I haven't given anyone else. I've got moderators, my wife is an editor for the channel. I have not even given my wife permissions to heart comments or to respond to comments in my name. Because to me, that would be me cheating the system. I don't care if other people do it. They can do it by all means, but people like to have a bit of a personal interaction from me. So I want to keep that level of personal interaction there. I just can't always get around to it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. If you leave a shitty comment, I'm probably not going to make another video like this, because I'm just really testing the camera and the microphone and making you look stupid. Much love to you all. Beardo out.